Okay, as normal, we're going to start with San Lemens. It was quiet for him, but that's a compliment. If your goalkeeper has a quiet game, that's always a good thing. Rather have a quiet game than be busy as fuck and having to make 10 saves. But let's be honest, Tottenham getting a man sent off, it helped. Tottenham were in the game for the first 30 minutes. Then they get someone sent off, Romero. When they did, they hardly get into our box. The keeper was switched on. His handling was clean. There was no panic, no flapping at crosses. Distribution was okay. I think he had one bad pass in the first few minutes. It was a bit rushed, uh, a bit of a mistake. Let's call it an error. So, but he didn't force anything. Didn't play any Hollywood passes. Kept it simple. Kept us ticking, and didn't give it away. Didn't create any fucking headaches for any players. Wasn't one of those games where you're making 9 saves, as I said, and that is what I want every single game for the goalkeeper. Give him nothing to do. Let him get his fucking wages for nothing. Let's have a goalkeeper where I could go in goal and, keep a clean sheet because he doesn't have any saves to make. But anyway, it's a proper performance, no real errors, and a clean sheet. So nothing to do though. So I'm going to give him a 6.8. Now for Diogo Dalot, and what a game this boy had, and what a few games he's had under Carrick. This is how you play fullback in a controlled win. Defensively, he was solid, didn't dive in, didn't overcommit, just kept Spurs wide threat quiet. But the big thing for this match anyway, end product. The last couple of games he's been brilliant defensively, but in this one, going forward, I think he had a shot or two, couple of key passes, an assist, made a second goal for Bruno, 2-0, game over. And that's what you want from your fullbacks, from your defenders. Be safe, but if the opportunity arises, be fucking brave. When the moment's there, take your goddamn chance. In his position, it was smart. Always offering an option, always helping, keep up territory. His passing again for 3 weeks in a row, almost 100%. 59 out of 61 passes. His duels, 6 out of 11. This boy is fucking coming onto a game. For this match, for me, he gets an 8.3. Now for Luke Shaw, and he was pretty solid. I'm going to be fair. He was steady. He gave balance on the left hand side. He didn't get caught too high too often, although he did have a couple of shots. He met a big percentage of his passing. I believe it was 90 odd percent anyway, but nowhere near as much as the other defenders. So for that, he did have a few duels. It was 8 out of 11. He won 8 out of 11. So he's doing his defensive work and he is getting a couple of shots off, but that's against 10 men Spurs when, they were never, ever going to score. Never. But nothing really came off for him in that final third. Shots were shots me and you could have hit. Final ball wasn't perfect, but he kept the pressure on Spurs and he helped in that second half of the field. Defensively, he didn't give away stupid fouls. He was composed. He was just there. He was a player that Tottenham couldn't get by. Didn't leave gaps. He just managed the game. Stayed compact. Not a highlight reel performance, but no bloopers, no errors. In fact, I think he did have one error leading to a shot for Tottenham, but blah blah blah. So I'm going to give him a 6.5 for Shaw. Okay, next up we have that guy who's out of contract soon, Harry Maguire. He had one of those matches where you don't really notice him. Again, like the goalkeeper, that is a good thing. If you don't notice your centre backs, they're doing a good job. That usually means he's doing it properly. He dealt with the basics, headers, crosses, he got rid of them, clearing his lines, no silly wrestling in the box, no rubbish, no fucking rugby at corners, doesn't wrestle with people. With Spurs down at 10 men, it's easy to switch off if you're a defender. You can stand there, you can, count the birds in the stands. But anyway, he stayed locked in, kept it simple in possession too, no messing about, just moving it on. The ball comes to him, get rid of it quickly, pop it off to someone that knows what we're doing with the ball. It wasn't flashy, but it was composed, it was dependable, and it helped us keep that clean sheet. But breeds confidence. So for Maguire, I'm going to give him a 7.6. Really, really solid game. Okay, now for Lisandro Martinez. This is the Licha that we all fucking love. Aggressive in right moments, stepping in, winning duels, snapping into tackles, not losing his head, not like Romero, just fucking throwing himself about. And on the ball, he is important to how we play. This guy had over 100 passes in this game, and I believe most of them found their target. What are we talking about? 103 passes completed out of 109. That is phenomenal. And okay, you're playing against 10 men. Your defense is going to have a lot of the ball. It could have put 50 of those over to Maguire. Who knows? But it's not always sideways passes. He punches it into midfield. He breaks lines. He speeds up play. And he does, now and again, try to hit it over the top onto one of our forwards. And quite a lot of the time, the ball reaches its target. Even with Spurs a man down, you still need control. And he gives you that control from the back. His leadership is massive. He's constantly talking, constantly organising, and you can see the whole back line is a lot calmer with him in it. So for this match, I'm going to give him an 8. Okay, now on to Casemiro. He had a funny one, right? Because he's basically playing against 10 men. He's decided he's going to let the shackles off a little bit. He's going to get forward as much as he can this game. He's going to have a bit of fun. And I believe he had a good few shots. He had 4 shots. He had a chance missed that he should have scored with, a couple of key passes. And so, yeah, while Menu was sitting back, controlling the midfield, Casemiro was trying desperately to get a goal, and he actually should have got a goal. And that's all because Romero got sent off for a challenge on him. And from there, the game, it swings our way. Casemiro just said to Menu, "You stay back here. I'm away to try and get a goal. I'm leaving at the end of the season. Let me have it." And the boy let him have it. He should have scored. Definitely at least one, but all his shots, I believe he had 4 shots, and I think 3 of them were on target. One of them he should have scored with. But yeah, it was a solid performance. Didn't really do anything defensively. 4 defensive contributions, only 2 of 6 duels, but, like I said, he was trying to get forward and trying to get on the score sheet. For me, for Casemiro in this one, 7 out of 10. Okay, I just mentioned this boy, Casemiro's partner, wee Kobe Menu, and this guy, wow, he was class. I know it's against a 10-man Spurs, but you've still got a job to do. He plays with such a calm head. Like, is he ever flustered? There's people around him, there's balls pinged into him, and he makes everything just look so easy. Big moments. He got an assist for Mbuemo, a little corner, one touch, round the corner pass into Mbuemo, and he slots it into the corner. It was beautiful. It was obviously rehearsed, but who cares? It was a brilliant corner, and it was a brilliant goal. And I'm glad Menu got his assist. These are a few key passes as well, I think. 4 key passes, 8 out of 14 duels, 79 out of 84 passes. The guy was just quality from start to finish. He's fighting for a place in the England World Cup squad. I don't know if he'll get it. I think he should get it. Whether he gets in the team or not, I don't know. But I do think there's a place in the squad for him. If he keeps playing like this, it's a brave fucking Thomas Tuchel that doesn't pick him. Because on this form, he's doing better than your Declan Rice or who else is going to play. I don't know. I'm Scottish. Don't give a fuck about England. But yeah, this guy has movement in tight spaces. The way he receives the ball on a half turn, the way he helps us keep possession under pressure, it's elite. The way he thinks, the way he sees the game is elite. And remember, he's only 20 years old and he's been out for half a fucking season because the last cunt didn't want to play him. So yeah, so even when Spurs, when the first half an hour, when they had a little bit of the ball, he never panicked. But yeah, so for me, Kobe Menu and this one, he gets an 8.2. More of it, please. Okay, now for Ahmad Diallo. And this was more of a workman-like performance. Not everything he tried came off, and he gets booked himself. He was constantly asking questions, though, always looking to isolate his man, always looking to run at people, always looking to make them think, is he going inside? Is he going outside? Little 1-2s. He's just a really, really good footballer. I love his work rate too. If anybody who knows me or has watched a couple of these videos, the fucking one thing I demand is that players work and they run. And this guy, he tracks back, he runs forward, he never stops. Didn't really work for him offensively, but he'd done his job. In the offensive way, what did he have? He still had 3 shots. Sorry, 1 shot. He had 3 key passes, a shot on target. But look, for a tiny little guy, he's winning 1 out of 2 tackles. He's winning 7 out of 12 duels, and his passing 37 out of 39. His numbers are insane. You just want him to get an assist. You want him to create more chances, good chances. You want him to get on the score sheet more. But as far as a work rate goes, as far as a team player goes, this guy is absolutely insane. But against a 10-man Tottenham, you want him to get on the score sheet. You want him to get an assist. So for me, I'm going to give him a 7.2 for this one. Doing brilliant, but for me, offensively, needs to do a little bit more. Okay, now on to the captain, the leader, the big moment player. He gets a goal to kill the game. And on a day like this, with Munich in everyone's mind, you just want your captain standing up. You just want him to be the man of the match. You want him to always be a fucking nuisance to the opposition, a 10-man opposition. You want him demanding the ball. You want him driving us forward, pressing, organising, setting the tempo, setting the standard. He's the one that makes us feel like we're actually serious again. I mean, this guy, since he's came to this club, he's been the best number 10 in the league. I don't care about De Bruyne. I don't care about anyone else you can name. This guy, his numbers, they've got to be the fucking best. In fact, I'm going to do a video on him. I want to find out exactly what his numbers have been. I know he's got 200 goal contributions in 314 games. I want to know how many chances the boy creates. I mean, in this match alone, what did he have? He had 8 shots. He created a big chance. He had 6 key passes. Jesus fuck. This guy is a creative machine. Absolutely destroys anyone's numbers. I mean, unless you're talking about like Messi or something like that. This guy, though, he would walk into any team in world football, and this is him playing for a mid-table Man United team, and he creates so much. This match, this he's getting a 10. Bruno's getting a 10. 8 shots, a big chance created, 6 key passes. Come on, this is a 10. And I know it's against a 10-man Tottenham, but Bruno is getting a 10. More of it, please. Okay, now Matty Kuna. Um, he was involved. It wasn't his best game. But that's what you get with these Maverick type players. One game they're fucking outstanding, next game kind of quiet, then the next game outstanding again. There's good link up with Bruno, good touches between the lines, and he does drag defenders all over the place with his movement. There was a good couple of moments where you could see his ideas, like one sharp touch and he's away, but his final shot, his final pass, it just didn't land. I think he had one shot, it just kind of went over the bar. It was a brilliant effort, mind you. But he's just one touch away, just one little moment away from creating something magic. We've seen it the last couple of games, but against a 10-man Tottenham, you want more. You want him to be doing more. You want him to be stamping his authority in these types of games. But it does work hard for you. Just like Ahmad on the other side, he works extremely hard. Just like in Buemo, when he plays out in one of those positions, his pressing has shown for it, helping the team when they just need a few minutes breathing space. He's brilliant. Just didn't work for him offensively in this match. Not a bad performance, just not a decisive one. So for me, I'm going to give him a 6.8. Okay, now to Embuemo, the guy that got us the opening goal. First goal, and it was massive. It's a massive goal. The first one's always massive, and it turns control into an actual lead. Spurs, they've got nowhere to go after that, especially when they go down to 10 men. His movement was always a problem all game, always drifting into awkward spaces. The defenders come and go, or the midfielders go and look after him. No one knows. Ends up, he's standing there himself most of the time. And when the chance came, he finished it. It was a brilliant little finish right into the corner. He had another chance as well, a shot on target. He had a key pass. He's brilliant. Like Ahmad and like Kuna, the thing you can get off them, the thing you're guaranteed is his work rate. He works like a goddamn dog. And that's what we've missed with people in the past. Who remembers Alexis Sanchez? You know, people like that. They just took a paycheck, didn't really do anything. And later on in his career, a Marcus Rashford, just basically walking about the pitch, doing nothing. And then you've got people like Garnacho. Jesus fuck. Yeah, there was moments where he was good, but my fucking god, man, he would run down and smash the ball into the fucking stand. These players we have now were just so much better, and it's so much better because they do the dirty shit for the team, and yeah, they can sprinkle a bit of that with some quality now and again. Anyway, he got his goal. He was all over the place. He had 3 shots, another shot on target. Jules only won 2 of 7, but he's not up there to win Jules. He's up there to be a nuisance for defenders. So for me, for this match, He gets an 8. You just you want him to move defenders and you want him to make shit count when he gets his chances, and he did. So 8 out of 10 for Mbuemo. And now for the subs, I can't really remember who come on. I know Sesko come on, Ugarte, I think Mazraoui, Xerxes, and obviously young Tyler Fletcher getting his United debut. None of them really done anything good or bad. They just come on with fresh legs, freshen it up a little bit. But Tyler Fletcher getting his debut at Old Trafford. What a day for him. On the anniversary of Munich. Well, one day after the anniversary of Munich. But yeah, he'll remember this one. Obviously, Darren will remember it. His twin brother will remember it. Good on you, boy. So I'll just give them all a 6. 6 out of 10 for all of them.